City of Toronto prices fell whopping 8%, took a 8% nosedive in a month period. Yes, in a month period, I am saying. You want to see the deep dive about the City of Toronto real estate? This video is for you. Stay tuned till the end because we're gonna cover which property types dropped the most and picked up the most year over year and month over month. And on the top of that, we're gonna tell you the deep dive of the condo apartment as well, because our condo apartment heading towards the second lowest after the pandemic peak. Stay tuned till the end because lot of interesting facts. Hey, this side Ashish Sharma, your realtor with Right at Home Realty Brokerage. In today's video, we will unlock the amazing insights, properly insightful insights for City of Toronto, which is in the Toronto region, and this is related to the all housing categories. But we gonna give you the all the insights, majority of insights for different housing categories as well. So stay tuned till the end. And if you have any question, planning to buy, sell, or invest, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you and assist you and navigate you. Now, without further ado, let's unlock real estate. And this video is important. Don't go yet because we're gonna deep dive. Stay tuned till the end. Let's unlock real estate. Welcome back. So let's start with the average proper market updates. Then we're gonna dig deep into the visualization and gonna give you all the insights about the condo apartments and other category of the housing as well. Lot of important facts. Let's start with the overall City of Toronto market and stay tuned till then because lot of interesting facts and number. And remember guys, if you're planning to buy, sell, or invest, I'm your guy. Reach out to me. Okay, so let's start with the average price, which is hovering around 1.04 million for City of Toronto. We have seen a 3.9% decline year over year and 7.8%, whopping 7.8% decline month over month. This is crazy. When I'm gonna show you the graphs of this thing, the visual of this thing for City of Toronto, after the pandemic, to be honest, this is another like bottoming out phase because it's a cyclical trend which City of Toronto is following, and July is not spare of that. And July, will August see another downward trend? Let's try to analyze in the future slides and in the future in a minute or so. Just bear with me. And when we dig deep, we saw that condo apartment dropped the most month over month by 6.4%. And on the other side, linked properties increased by 2.9%. But having said that, linked properties are the only properties in City of Toronto which increased in value month over month. But there were only 7 sales happened for that housing category, which represents for the overall sale which happened 2205.3%. So which brings to the overall number at 2205, which is up 11% year over year. So year over year we are seeing a cyclical shift that year over year increase is happening, but again month over month decrease we have seen of around 5%. Active listings, we are sitting around roughly 11,000 active listings, which grew by 16% year over year, but good thing it dropped by 7% month over month. Why I said good thing for the active listing drop is because if the active listing will be on the higher side and keep on growing, this inventory levels which I'm taking to the next step right now will keep on increasing as well if sales will not jack up, because month of inventory represents the supply and demand. If the month of inventory is high, price is gonna keep on slashing. Yes, it's good for buyer, it's not good for sellers, but it's not good for overall economy when the because real estate plays a huge role in Toronto, in Canada housing market. And when that kind of segment of the investment drops in value continuously, that's not good for the overall economy of the country, because that's one of the biggest pillar of the country, right? So which brings the value to month of inventory, which is sitting around 5 months. And when we dig deep, we saw that condo apartment is leading the way again by sitting at 6.3 months of inventory. And again, linked properties have only 2.1 months of inventory because there is very less, there are only around 15 or 16 active listings. So that's why that number in front of like 10,000, 11,000 number doesn't even stand, right? But so I will say about the highest side of condo apartment, which is sitting around 6.3 months of inventory. Now brings down to the, before we go to the visuals, just stay with me, bear with me. Before we go to the visuals, days on market, it is taking on an average 31 days for any properties to get sold in city of Toronto. And remember guys, this video, this data is right now what I'm showcasing in front of my video. Sorry for the extra noise, it's a contractor noise happening in my house, sorry about it, and in my office actually. And so days on market, it is taking on an average 31 days. And remember guys, this data is for the overall housing category for city of Toronto. If you want to know more about the other housing category, though I am trying to give you as much information as possible, in a minute we're gonna showcase you the visuals of the condo apartment and other segment of the market as well. But this is majority of data is for the overall housing category, right? Each and every housing categories behave differently. If you want to know more about your housing category, reach out to me, I'll be happy to answer all your questions, because data is the new oil. And if you are not making decision based on data, you are leaving money on the table if you are a seller, and if you are a buyer, you are paying too much if you are not using data on your edge, right? Now days on market, when we dig deep, we saw that condo apartment is again taking the lead by 38 days on market, and the semi-detached properties are flying out in 21 days. If you have seen this pattern, sorry about that, this is getting stretched, but I'm gonna jump into the visual section within a minute. That condo apartment is taking the lead in majority of section. Have you thought about it? Why? Because around 47% of the sales were condo apartment. Around 60% of the active listings are condo apartment. So when that big chunk of the segment which plays the overall economy and the real estate market of city of Toronto, again this data, this video is only for city of Toronto. We are not covering any other municipality of greater Toronto area. There are 25 municipalities and 5 regions in greater Toronto area. We have the capacity to answer all your questions, but in this video we are just covering city of Toronto. Okay, so that's why when 60% of the active listings out of 10,933, there are 64, more than 6,400 listings are condo apartment. That states itself that condo apartment is the biggest chunk of the market segment at this point in city of Toronto, and which is the struggling big time as well. In a minute I'm gonna showcase you. Now I know, thank you for your patience, let's dig deep into the visual sections. So this is our tool which I'm showcasing you right now, unlockrealestate.ai. If you are a buyer, seller, or investor, you don't have to worry about it. Reach out to me. I will personally have a one-on-one session, walk you through the tool and answer all your questions, send you your reports about your property types and whatever you are looking for, so that you can make informed decision. Because visualization speaks more than anybody. I'm a data-driven realtor and I speak that proudly. But if you are a real estate industry professional watching this video for your learning and educational purposes, do not just watch and waste time. Like I know it's a valuable for my channel and it's valuable for you as well, but become a member. Because by becoming a member, you can have access to this portal, and then you can play around this portal, because our portal is fully interactive. Whatever month, all you have to do is select the city and town of in the city and town section. It covers the overall GTA market, 5 regions, 25 municipalities, and in fact it does cover Dufferin County and the Orangeville County, Simcoe County as well. So housing categories, whatever you want to select, you can select it, and timeline, you can go all the way back to 2012 as well. And the tool is fully interactive wherever you will go. So let's analyze the stuff from 2022 onwards. So look at over here. So for city of Toronto, right now I'm talking about the overall housing categories, and in a minute I'm gonna take you to the condo apartment segment as well. April of 2022, market peaked for city of Toronto at 1.24 million. Look what happened when the interest rate dropped. Let me take you from this segment of the market. This is another one of our wonderful report. This tool gives you right now, we have opened up the unlock GTA report. In Toronto segment, you can drill down to the districts of city of Toronto as well, like C01, C02. In one video I cannot cover everything. If you want to know more about that, if you are a buyer, seller, or investor, reach out to me. If you are a real estate industry professional, become a member and get a subscription of this. We'll be happy to extend you the subscription. Reach out to me if you have any question. You can book a demo with me as well. All the things in my description of this video, you will find it for your reference. So City of Toronto, this is our one of our wonderful report, interest rate trends with the prices. Look at over here. When I said that April of 2022 peak, at that time bank prime rate was only 3.2%. In fact, it picked up from from February to March, and in April it picked up like by 75 basis point by that time, but still market peaked. And after that, market realized that okay, now interest rates are starts to going up. Market reacted, and look what happened. By the time we hit 6.7% in January of 2022, prices came down to 987k, less than a million in city of Toronto. Yes, right? Yes. And that for a couple of months in 2023, prime rate was stable. Market kind of like sentiments were increasing and prices picked up to 1.2 million roughly again. But again, we saw another two uptick in this is a deep dive into the city of Toronto, just so you know. So that's why we are walking you through what happened and where we might be going, right? And nobody have a crystal ball, let me tell you this thing. So for 2 consecutive months, like there is an interest rate hike from June and July of 2023, and market took a deep dive again, took a nosedive again. And then the market was still reactive to the high interest rate environment when we were good for like 1 year of the time frame where the interest rates were sitting, prime rate was sitting around 7.2%. Market bottom out in January of 2024 at 960k, and when then markets start to react because of the news flow that interest rate will start to coming down, it is still playing in the range bound section. If I play this thing like this, look at over here, from 2023 to 2025, we are covering right now around 31 months in this video, in this time frame. What we selected, we just selected the, see, that's the beauty of our tool, like everything is fully interactive. And look at over here, we are playing in the time bound. Last July 2023 prices came down, January 2024 prices came down, August 2024 prices came down, January 2025 prices came down, and same pattern we are seeing. The seasonality factor, that July again dropped. Will August will see another drop? Maybe. If August number, when the August number will come, because this video we are creating in August month, and when we'll get the August number, because month data is lagged, right? So right now in August month we are representing you the data till 31st of July for the July number, and in September video you will see the August numbers. That's how it works, reported data. So as the interest rates are flat for the last 5 months in Canada at 4.95% prime rate, market tried to adjust it and then came down again in the summertime because sentiments are not better. People cannot afford, and still whoever needs to sell is selling, and then that's where the, because of the inventory levels are so high, this price is pushing down. Now that brings me to this report, one of our other report, buyers and sellers market. Look at over here, this yellow line represents the month of inventory and blue line always represents the prices. And this is again for overall housing category for city of Toronto. In a minute I'm gonna showcase you how condo apartment is also reacting in city of Toronto. And remember guys, if you want to know more about the district by district for city of Toronto, reach out to me. If you are a buyer, seller, or investor, I'll be happy to answer all your questions. If you are looking for any other area, any other region, any other municipality in Greater Toronto area, any other property type, reach out to me. In one video, this video is only for city of Toronto, or watch my other videos, or reach out to me directly. My number, my email, everything is in the description, and you just search me and you can find me. An industry professional, become a member today to unlock this tool. Okay, so when the inventory was low, look, the prices were growing. Supply and demand, economics 101. When the supply will be more for any particular thing, the prices will suffer because the people will have lot of options. Look what happened in last 4 months. Inventory level for city of Toronto are sitting around more than 5 months. What happened? Price took a deep dive. If next month this inventory level doesn't drop, we might see a drop in the prices, but time will tell. Nobody have a crystal ball. But shall we call this as a bottoming out phase? I would, because this is a range bound. We are like, can the prices go down another 5%? Yes. Can the prices go down another 30%? I don't think so. Because if we see from the peak of April of 2022 in for City of Toronto overall housing, we are down 16% already. This is the growth factor, the amazing metrics we have in our reports. Any month you hover down based on the current latest data, it will tell you from that month how much value it has been grown or dropped. So that's a growth factor. Now let's talk about, as majority of people are waiting for the condo apartment. So let's talk about, I know this video is little longer, but it was important video because City of Toronto is the biggest market in GTA in Canada. So that's why these videos for City of Toronto is always tends to be a bigger video, but it's always full of information and stuff. At least I think like that. Because I help my clients all the time and they appreciate that, right? So let's talk about condo apartment. So condo apartment peaked in March of 2022. 18% drop, 0.82 as you can see on the screen. Look the yellow line. This is again one of our buyer sellers market report. As you can see, month of inventory yellow line. When the month of inventory are playing in 7 months, 6.9 months, obviously price is gonna come down. Look from that peak, August of 2024 was the bottom out for City of Toronto condo apartment at 681k when the inventory was 6.2 months. And that time inventory was stall for like 3 months continuously. Now July, again we are reaching near that bottom of August last year, around 684k, where inventory is again in the 6.8 6.9 months. Remember guys, this inventory needs to be depleted. That's why prices came down. If next month August data shows that inventory is super high, we might see a further downward trend. So make informed decision, value your clients. If you are an industry professional, have access to this portal. And if you are a buyer, seller or investor and listening to this video, you are already ahead of the game, because this data, this you are educating yourself for your best investment of your life, and it cannot be more better, right? Reach out to me if you ever need any help, plan to buy, sell or invest. And remember guys, this data, this video, this information is only for your educational and informational purposes. This is not any kind of financial advice, because everybody's situation when you are buying, selling, depend upon the neighborhood, housing situation, housing categories, market trend, where we are, housing category, lot of factors. It's not just one overall how the, like, to be honest, that's why I always preach, you cannot make decision based on the Canada housing market. You cannot even make decision based on the GTA housing market. You cannot even make decision, to be honest, what is on my screen, City of Toronto all housing category, because you need to drill down to the certain housing category and see how that housing category perform in that city. And in fact, then you need to drill down to the districts as well, and to the neighborhood and to the street. That's how it works. If your professional is not doing those things, ask them to do it. And if you are not working with anybody, reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you, assist you and navigate you throughout your need. And my fellow industry professionals, do not just watch, become a member today. This will be a valuable tool for your pocket. And as I always say, keep on learning, keep on hustling, keep on growing. Until next time, have a good one.